second, but if you cannot get, be quickly buy in the second wallet yourself before that guy will get to work, so that you will not leave any money in the table. I mean, on the table is very important, and I want everyone to understand. Meaning that at every level, it depending whether level 1 here is balanced, level 2 is balanced, level 3 like that down to infinity. That is all you need. So you must be a master business manager to manage your business. All right. So that is what this table is all about. So, ladies and gentlemen, without taking much of our time, remember I talk about recycling. We call it subsequent cycle. It's very, very important. It's the same thing that I've already explained to you in the previous cycle. This is the subsequent when you have a recycle. Meaning that that's slot 1 recycled back. This is what when it comes for the second time, this is how it's going to show. It will no longer show based on the primary cycle I've shown you, because the primary cycle of slot 1 has finished. This is the subsequent cycle of slot 1. So now at this point, the only two things that makes it different from the previous one, every other thing remains the same, is what you are looking at, block 4 and block 5. Remember, in the previous cycle, block 4 and block 5 is to buy you the next slot. Now, here in your subsequent cycle, you are no more buying the next slot. You are already in that slot. So what happened to the incomes that come to block 5 and 4? Since it's no more going to buy the next slot, that is where we brought in the royal pool. Now, this royal pool is a very royal standard, a royal positioning that position those who have become royal in Bitcoin world. There are those who have decided to become royalty as far as this business is concerned. And those are the people that have come to rank. You have rank 1, 2, 3, 4 in this system. When I get there, I will show you how that rank plays out. So every income that hits, block 4 goes into that royal pool for it to pay those who rank at the end of the month in this system. In no distant time, you will soon hear all the rejoicing for those who have finished up, the first rank in Bitcoin world. So guys, be expectant. So that is what block 4 depicts. Stand for. Then block 5 income comes to you. So that makes it, instead of in your first cycle, which is your startup cycle, 6 income, now in your subsequent cycle, you'll be receiving what? 7 income. So that is the only difference between the previous, cycle and this very cycle. But every other thing remains what? The same, just like we have already spelled it out to you. So in this order, the system works to ensure that every numeric any flow structure is being honored by the hard code command that has been embedded into Bitcoin worlds. That's why you see this earning flow structure shows you that everything goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I believe so far everyone here already understand each number, what it represents based on what I've already explained. So now you see now this is the cycle 1 and this is the subsequent cycle. Everything plays out, but the only difference is that you have the royal pool and the extra income coming to the individual that owns that particular cycle. So now these are the slots, ladies and gentlemen. These are the slots. You have slot 1 to 12. Now imagine in the past, people that have come to something similar to this, but not this. You know that, what has affected those systems is that over time, people refuse to buy themselves to the next slot. Maybe because they felt what they have gotten, other people will not want to join them over. So they stall the system by not buying the next slot. But here, the VAR Unity engine takes care of that by making it possible to automatically buy you into the next slot while you're sleeping. Even while you're still talking to somebody, you are already in the next slot. And it does that from slot 2 to slot 12. So this is amazing. This is what makes this system unique. Now, Bitcoin, profit potentials, like we tell you, people may ask, oh, you said I only come in with 0.01. How is that possible for me to make 61 Bitcoin? Guys, look at my slides at this moment, you know that numbers don't lie. Everything was well calculated. Everything was well spelled out. Both the entering and the auto entering, meaning the re-entering at every level, at every slot. So that is what brings about this total calculation, the total entering, re-entering, and the total profit generated based on that. But let me just give you the simulation here, how this system plays out. At least you can see that, by the time you hit slot 12, ladies and gentlemen, it will shock you to note that you have already circled out 12 times on slot 1 alone, 11 times on slot 2. I'm just saying, just you hitting slot 12, meaning you grow. And remember, it's not a system you can use your money to buy yourself. Meaning at every point in time, there is what we call organic growth in the system. So there is nothing like somebody trying to use his money to buy ahead. There is nothing like that. Everything here grows organically. And that's why you're getting these organic results. But very, very simple. Look at how with just hitting slot 12, how you would have made 61 Bitcoin without robbing a bank, without telling lies, without making promises that will not hold water at the end of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, I want everyone on this call to join me, as I've already stood and made up my mind to earn 61 BTC in a simple entry that unlocks a high powered system capable of generating 61 BTC through what? A continuous cycle. Remember, when I was talking to you, I talked about the ranks reward. Now, the moment you hit this system and you bring in your 2 people, automatically you are considered to be an ignite of Bitcoin wealth. Now, the moment you hit slot 3, you have become a beginner. And slot 3, you start earning unlimited. Meaning the moment you hit this rank for life, you'll be getting royal pool benefit at slot 3. I've never seen it anywhere else outside Bitcoin world. And yet, let's just assume you have hit slot 3 in the next 2 weeks or 1 week or 3 or 1 month, you have hit slot 3. Slot 6. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bust your bubble. Are you aware that as a beginner, at the end of every month, you get the royal pool benefit as slot 3 ranker and still be getting the royal pool benefit as slot 6 ranker, which is a leader's ranker? Let's just say, oh, you push further with your Ferrari, you have hit the champion's rank, which is slot 9. Beyond that, you have hit the grand champion, which is slot 12, which is everyone's goal as far as this system is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, you now have unending streams of income. I'm not talking about USDT, income in Bitcoin, the father of all cryptocurrency, the number 1 cryptocurrency in the world, the most expensive cryptocurrency in the world, the heart of wealth creation, the secret of wealth, of which nobody is talking about it. Nobody is saying anything about it. And most of us on this call, we are not marveled. We are not surprised. Why are people not talking anything about it? All we kept on hearing is that somebody comes to you and said, oh, I've created a coin. The utility is going to turn the whole world around for you. So you just buy with $100, and in 5 months' time, this coin will give you a total turn. See, ladies and gentlemen, gone are those days. It has gone past. All you just need to do is to identify where the money of the world is and where the world is going. You hit there first before the rest of the world will come. One of the richest man, Bill Gates, said, a success is the man that look out for where the world is going. He get there first before others. Ladies and gentlemen, we invited you here tonight to give you one of the key secrets about wealth. It's not in the physical business you are fronted. This is a boundless wealth channel that we are introducing to you. And our product is Bitcoin. We are not telling you about USDT. We are not telling you about any altcoin. Bitcoin. That is what you earn. That is what you engage here with. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an opportunity to joke with. I tell people, whatever it will cost you to get yourself started. Now, I meet a lot of people, they said, oh, Dr. Seko, since the system requires me to get 2 people, why can't I wait? When I get 2 people, then I will engage so that I will start benefiting. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Don't ever think that way. Now, let me tell you something that a lot of you don't know. Bitcoin world would outlive everybody because it's a system that will never be taken away from you because the system does not keep any money, but it's a system that is going to grow with the pace and fire and strength of Bitcoin. Meaning, if Bitcoin value hits $1 million, for you to join Bitcoin world, you will need $10,000 to be part of Bitcoin world. That means your 0.001 will worth in value $10,000. So what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Now is the time that the value is less than $75. Even if you don't have anybody, tell whoever invited you, give me the link. See, let me tell you, buying into Bitcoin world, you are buying into a landed property. If nobody's telling you, I'm telling everyone on this call tonight, buying into Bitcoin world, you're buying into a landed property that might not show you appreciation today, but in no distant time, you begin to wonder how you got yourself here because it will begin to speak for itself. You are bought into an untold world. So I want to show you our key advantages here of the world first matrix plan, fully transparent and automated. Here, there are no limit on reward based on ranks. No expiration of freeze policy for slots, automatic and instant withdrawals, limitless earnings through unlimited slot recycling, automatic slot upgrade, featuring the quickest, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to emphasize, featuring the quickest spillover mechanism. I've never seen it anywhere else. If you're already in this system, by the time I will call for your testimony, you hear what people will tell you. It happens in a chain reaction. Just one person joining your community with 0.001. Do you know that just that activity can go and pay you up to $650 at block 4, slot 4. I'm telling you, it can only be in Bitcoin world. Ladies and gentlemen, without taking much of our time, I want to ask everyone on this floor tonight to join the movement and own the future. We cannot overemphasize the importance of this system, but we can always lead and direct everyone that cares to listen, everyone that wants to change their financial status to, what Bitcoin world can, make available to the table. My dear friends and dear community members, with joy and happiness, through some of our key leaders, we have created a very unique reggae song for Bitcoin world. Before I would take your comments and your testimony, I just want to play out this masterpiece for everyone to dilute the information before we go into the next segment. So without wasting our time, I just want you to relax and enjoy, dance wherever you are. Because see, wealth has come for every one of us. So guys, relax and enjoy this masterpiece.
Great day. Great people. Great leaders rise again. Open your eyes and see the future. Digital wealth is moving around the world. Don't sleep on your destiny. Sleep on your destiny, guys. Oh yeah, now. Let's go. Bitcoin wealth is today. Changing many lives. Yeah. Focus your mind and never delay. On speed drop. Yeah. Every hour, every minute. Blessings flowing, come and get it. Tell your brother, tell your sister. Worldwide movement getting bigger. Wake up in the morning with a positive vibe. Opportunities knocking over and high. Many people suffering, looking for a way. Bitcoin revolution coming. No more fear and no more doubt. Stand up strong and work it out, guys. Learn the system, stay determined. Your breakthrough already confirmed. 1% tell another. Spread the message under the sun. From Lagos down to Kingston town. Bitcoin fire can cool down. Merry-go-round of financial grace. No discrimination, every tribe and race. Poor man rising, strong and free. Digital future for you and me. Yeah, it's going to be it is today. Changing many lives in every way. Focus your mind and never delay. Coins keep from every hour, every minute. This is flowing, come and get it. Tell your brother, tell your sister. Worldwide movement getting bigger. Some people laugh when the journey starts, but determination gives a lion.
Yeah.
Plant your seed.
Who is with the lion heart tonight?
Step by step, your wealth will fill. Slowness in mind, no negativity. Hard work brings prosperity. The world is changing very fast. Start being that last one. Cool. It's going to never stop. Wallet getting heavy. Africa rising to the top. Tell us. Tell somebody. Financial freedom for everybody.
Oh,
yeah.
Digital blessing, guys.
It's going to work forever.
Wow, 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 wow. Guys, I don't know who is enjoying the vibes. If you are in this room and you're still seated quiet, I don't know. I don't know what else will move you. This is the song of the moment. This is the right place to be, the right time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so fired. I want to see those emojis pouring in because this is the right message for everyone tonight. Let's go all out. Tell everyone. Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you so much, everyone. So at this point, without taking much of our time, I want to quickly invite one of our key leaders in the room in person of Magic Malaysia. Magic, I want to hear you say something. Just unmute yourself, guys. Just clap your hands with emojis as we welcome Magic Malaysia on this call. Over to you, sir.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Thank you very much, Dr. Seiko. Greetings to everyone in the house. Time now in Malaysia is 4 minutes past 2 a.m. Let's have a coffee, everybody. Okay, we started this about 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks, 5.5 weeks ago. There are the people who didn't know much about this program, right, in the house tonight. So many of you. I greet you success. I congratulate all of you. 5 weeks ago, you took the bold step. You don't even know what is the program, right? Prior to that, you don't even know what is the name of the program. You know something is coming. You knew something was going to launch. You don't know anything about the program, but you got your wallets ready. And today you have been rewarded 50 times, 100 times. That is 5,000%, 1,000, 10,000%, which is these people's income. Because they are already in slot 4, they got paid in slot 4, slot 3, right? Some are some are already parking themselves in slot 5. So can you imagine, just like I saw just yesterday or today, right? Someone just received a 0.008, meaning to say in just one hit, one click, someone joined with $80 and the other party received $640 because it triggers a series of upgrades automatically. It triggers some upgrade and then it trigger another upgrade, a third upgrade, and it pay out resulting the one of the leader, one of the member receiving $640, which is 800% in one hit. Excuse me. So this is what Capovira explained earlier, right? In order to become wealthy, one the mathematical formula is that of a progressive formula. Only then a person can become wealthy. But most of us around the world, we have been trained in schools by governments, by the system in place in the last 100 years in everywhere around the world, right? A linear system. A linear system means prior to World War II, the industrial age, people work in the factories. People who graduate with a university degree can work for 50 years and guaranteed a career. Those days are over. People who have a linear income cannot catch up with inflation, cannot catch up with technology. They cannot catch up with the pace of the rising cost, of the rising technology, the rising gadget, the rising housing, the rising cars prices, fuel prices, everything. So a person's lifestyle get drifted behind if they are on a linear income. Therefore, today, with the help of Brother Dr. Seiko, Brother Akim Prince, DJ Kennedy, and myself, with the help of all these very strong leaders, good friends, brothers, they come up with something that is for the people. It's built with the people in mind. 100% payout. 100% payout. That means the system doesn't deduct 5% fees or anything. Nothing. The system pay out 100%. Right. So because we have felt it before as leaders ourselves, right? We join other program and the program deduct from us. The program would require us to pay extra 5% on joining. Currently, right now, right? There are programs. There are people who invited me, right? And they say, well, we join in, we put in $100, but on registration we have to top up additional $5 or $10. Even that, you can tell the reason why, because the program wants to make money from the members, right? When you withdraw or when you receive money, they deduct another 5%. But in this Bitcoin wealth, you get paid full amount, even though upgraded accounts, it trigger upgrade, you get the entire full amount, right? From $80, it upgrade to 160, 320, 640, and someone received the 640. Of course, people who received the 640 in one click, just one click, they have received many times of the 320. They have received many times of the 160. They have received many times of the $80, when in fact they came in with only one time $80. That's why I say these people, there are so many of you who joined 5 weeks ago, 5.5 weeks ago. Some joined only 3 weeks. They already received 30 times their amount. Yeah. So I welcome everyone to enjoy this very nice vehicle. You can use this vehicle for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. It's up to you, right? Some of you can be fast. Some of you, even if you're slow, instead of making 61 Bitcoin, what if you make only 1 Bitcoin after 1 year? That is also $80,000. Today's price may be 75,000. Yeah. So I haven't got much to say, right? It's 2:11 a.m. Right. I pass the mic back to Brother Dr. Seiko. Thank you very much, my
Wow,
brother.
wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Magic. Thank you. Always on point. Thank you. You speak from your heart. You don't just speak from your head. And that is something I want everyone to always appreciate. What we do in Bitcoin world, we are not here to hype you. We are not here to market you. I tell people it's something that you should never be apologetic to anyone. You meet some friends, they give you stories because they are not hearing shortcut coming from you. You keep them. Don't bother them. Leave them. I'm telling you, in 2, 3 months' time, results will always cancel out insult. They will come calling. I'm telling you. I've zeroed into Bitcoin world. That's why there is nothing. I'm not even interested. Because what? I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. If at this age and time, I cannot be able to tell what will work and what will not work, then I failed. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have heard it all. Right now, it's time for action. But before we go to that, I want to ask some of our key leaders here. Those of us that started from the beginning, I want to hear your testimonies. I love hearing testimonies because, see, by sharing your experience, you encourage somebody. It's not about just, I want to impact people just all by yourself. When you come to meetings like this, you share your experience. You let everybody understand how this system has been a source of encouragement, a source of renew hope as far as the network marketing is concerned. So it might not just be how much you have earned, but what you have experienced so far. So if you're on this call tonight and you have testimonies to share, can I see your electronic hand? We want to hear from you. Please just put up your electronic hand and we'll ask you to unmute yourself and talk to us. I want every leader here that has been making progress, quickly do the needful by putting up your electronic hand. I don't want to start calling names. You all know I know how to call names, but I don't want to call names. Just put up your hand. Report yourself before I will report you. All right. So who is next? Who is next? Let me see your hand. Remember, I have the reggae music for you. In closing, I will play it out for you again. Enjoy it. Experience the moment. Slide and go. Oh, wow. Motorola. Yes, I can ask you to unmute yourself. You are very special. Can you unmute yourself and talk to us? Thank you so much, my dear. All right. I've asked you to unmute yourself. Is there having issue to unmute? Can you unmute yourself? All right. Can we hear from another leader why Motorola is putting up her mic? I don't know why she's not able to unmute herself. All right. Okay. You can unmute yourself. I've asked you to unmute or co-host, help her to unmute herself while I call on another leader in the house. I have all right. Akim Prince is in the house.
Yeah, this is Germany, Dr. Seko. Wonderful evening here from wonderful Germany. Summertime, hot time here. I love the sun. I get getting power from the sun. First of all, I want to congratulate you, of course, to a great webinar again and again.
Okay, you can unmute yourself, everybody. Okay, Akim,
Sorry?
unmute yourself.
Sorry?
Yeah, go on. Go
Oh,
on,
yes,
Akim.
yes, it was muted. No, of course, a great webinar again and again and again. What you did, and Mr. Cabo Verde also. And of course, our brother, the big brother here from Malaysia, Mr. Magic. Yeah, you're doing a great job, and thanks for all the support for our community. But you've chosen a very nice background. Yeah, you know what I mean. You have wonderful colors, very warm colors. I know my father was an artist, a painter, and these colors are amazing. Please leave this with this. That is good, wonderful. Yes, for 5.5 weeks we started these projects, and we are people all over the world. I think nearly in on all continents.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but this is very, very, very unique. And this wonderful, good working power group, this community, small community, we will change.
Recording stopped.
We will change the world into a better one a little bit. We try to do this. And best regards. We had today we had a conference there also, Mr. Magic and me, with our great leader, Mr. DJ, Mr. Munir Kennedy, and he is going yesterday.